Everyone can see in here, or you? Oh, that's nice. Okay. Okay, the stream is live, it says. All right, Ashley, I don't know how to hmm. sign up for free login. I don't want to do any of that stuff. That's stupid. So we're live here. All right, let me start hitting buttons until something works, okay? Oh, all right, here we go. Oh, that doesn't work. Shit. Great. So I'm Can you? So Ashley, I can't see any. I can't hear anything. I can't see anything. Can you give me two fingers if you can hear me? You can hear me? Okay, that's nice. Okay, I can't hear you. I have an AirPod in. That's not why. Um, okay, if you can hear me, give me a Nazi salute. pretend, pretend, pretend Sven's here. Can you give me a Nazi salute? Just do like a little one, just like a little. Oh shit, we're in trouble. I don't know who this lady is, but we're so fucking. Can you hear me? All right, I want to get on this because I have a lot to say to this guy. Oh, hello. I can hear you now. Ashley, can you hear me?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, okay. There we go. I can hear you. I think. Can you guys hear me?
Hello.
Oh, hi. Well, you know
Yes,
what's weird? It's like it's 2026. You think that the audio would be more efficient and that we can just hear each other right away, but I guess that's not the case. So I guess we'll deal with it. Okay, Ashley, I cannot hear you at all. I got to figure this out. Okay,
Oh,
Ashley, can you hear me?
hold on. Can you guys hear me now?
Okay, I can hear you now. Can you
I
hear
Oh,
us?
can
thank
hear
God.
you, Ashley.
Pina, thank you. Okay, Pina, I
Yeah.
would like you to meet Danny Woodward. He's the guy right up
Hi.
there. He's a
Phil,
great
Hi,
Philip,
friend.
Danny.
Filipino, nice to meet you.
Oh, nice meeting you too, Danny.
So Danny, Pina was the main nurse from my
Can you
mom's
hear this?
hospice.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So we're interviewing her today. Pina,
Hmm.
just for a little bit of context, Danny has had my back against a lot of stuff that I know you know about my sister for a long time, which is not what we're focused on today. Today, we are focused on hospice and what happened with my mother's hospice. Okay. So I have some questions. First and foremost, Pina, thank you for being here. I love you.
Of course, I love you too, Ashley.
We met in the most impossible circumstances, right? Like it's very, very
Yes.
difficult. But Pina helped me get through it. And she also has a lot of truth to speak. And I said to her, like, please, like, I'm doing these interviews, but I want you guys to get information, not just about what's happening with my sister and I, but also about just what happens when people pass. So I would like to start with, and Danny, if you want, if this is uncomfortable, you can bounce anytime. Um, the
Oh,
first
it's not.
question.
It's hard to make me comfortable. You know that. Come on, I'm here for the long
Jenny
run.
has a brother that is very similar to my sister, Pina. And you
That's
know
true.
what that means.
Oh,
That's
So the
very true.
first
oh, I got it.
question for Pina,
I have a
who's
sister like that too. Go ahead.
what, my love?
My sister is like that.
We
I
discussed
have no
this.
inherit. I have nothing. My sister took everything because she believed because I'm in America, I have no right to take nothing. I have no right to take anything from my parents because I'm in the
I
USA.
remember there's a whole backstory about property and all this stuff in the Philippines.
Yeah, yeah, but it's okay. I mean,
It's
I
like
don't know.
finds like. Okay, so for
Mhm.
all these people that do not know what we're talking about, the first question for Pina, who is our number one guest, what is hospice in America? Because you are a hospice nurse for how many years? Like 20 years, 30 years?
More than that, yeah.
Yeah.
Hospice is like when a person is towards the ending of life,
Terminal,
or
right? Declared terminal.
yeah, terminal. Yeah, they have cancer or they have 6 months to live to 1 year. That's what hospice. And our job is to come and provide comfort to the family and also to the patient um, physically comfort and also psychologically comfort. We provide all of that for the family and also the patient.
So it's moving. So it can I just reiterate this? Tell me if I'm incorrect. When a person is declared terminal, which means they have without life support, without other things, they have 6 months to a year maximum, right? And
To
so
live, I think, yeah.
it's increasing comfort and decreasing everything else, correct?
Food, yeah, like yeah, everything is comfort, but we stop giving them food because the goal is really just to ease them and let them go.
Let me
That
just
was
say
the
it,
goal.
Pina. Let's skip to the point. Hospice properly in the United States. Please correct me if I am wrong because you are the master. Hospice in the United States is death by dehydration, right? You decrease the
Yeah,
hydration, you increase
That
the
was
morphine.
yes, yes,
that's Taylor.
yes, that's it.
I'm interviewing Alma. Do you have a question, Danny?
I do have a question. So we had a buddy of ours that he was, I don't know, it was 8 years ago he died because he had basically just drinking himself to death, and we had found out that he wasn't allowed to drink anything. We had called the sheriff's office and said, "Hey, so something's going on. Like they're not letting him have fluids. He's like severely dehydrated, and then he ended up dying." So I don't know how that works, but when you mention that it's being dehydrated, it's like worrisome because
So,
that's what happened to
Danny,
him. That's what
we
happened to
need to,
him.
Danny, we both need to understand. So, once my mom got to palliative care, which means
Hmm.
basically your mom's going to die one way or the other. We can put band-aids on it for 6 months, or we can move towards comfort, which means morphine. But it sounds
Right.
like your friend had an accident and was like dehydration shouldn't happen in a hospital without palliative intervention. Is that correct, Pina, or incorrect?
Well, it's correct. We should always, our purpose is just to give them comfort as much as you can. And usually they use the morphine to give them comfort. That's what
But
the
Danny, was
order.
your friend declared terminal?
I think he was. The thing was, yeah, he wasn't given any food or any water, and that's what we like got concerned. We
Well,
go, there's something going on.
let's be clear about that.
Yeah.
Pina, is that supposed to happen? Someone is not given food or water unless they're in hospice?
Yeah, because some
No, if they're
they're
not
not.
in hospice. I'm saying his friend was
Oh,
not in
oh,
hospice.
oh no, 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 no,
Thank
no.
you.
He's not in hospice. Then you are
That has a
supposed.
lot of
Yeah.
question
So
marks, Danny.
Yes, that's
he wasn't hospice,
that's
and he was taken
abuse.
home.
That's
He was taken home.
abuse.
That's abusive. Yes, thank
That's
you.
what we
That's
thought, and that's what
abuse.
we thought. We tried to get the
Yeah.
law involved. Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot deprive them from foods when they are not on hospice. No.
Yeah, and that was the problem. So we had called the sheriff's department, said let's go do a check, and they found out that it was us that sent the sheriff's office there. But he wasn't given food or any hydration, anything, and he basically just like shriveled up and died. So it was like a whole thing. And they said, no,
So
this is
this
how
is a
it needs to go.
disaster, right, Pina?
It was a disaster.
I mean, Pina's been a
It is
nurse for longer than 30 years.
it is a disaster because you are supposed to give them comfortable. Besides, it's not even
Hospice.
hospice at all. My God, you cannot treat someone like that. That's abuse, man.
That's what we thought. So that's what we thought. It's like
Yeah,
it seems inhumane, and it was inhumane. And we did everything we
it
could, and
is.
then when he died, we were just told to fuck off, basically. I don't know if I can cuss on
Yeah.
your show or not, but
No, you can do whatever you want on my show. I'm happy that you're here.
Mhm.
yeah,
This is a different situation though because he wasn't in hospice, but just
right.
because Pina and I both agree, and Pina is the master here, it sounds like Pina. Tell me if I'm wrong. It sounds like the hospital did something wrong by his friend. Yes.
Oh, your mom?
No, no, no. It
If you want
sounds
to get
like
involved,
his
do it.
friend was not in hospice, so they were depriving him of
Yeah.
food and water, which is
Oh, that's abuse, neglect,
yes,
everything, man.
that's
No,
abuse and
you can't
neglect.
do that.
Yeah, because he was in
Nursing homes.
hospice, and then he
What
was sent home.
was
You
he
know,
in the
he was sent home.
hospital? Was he in the nursing home or what? Where was he?
Yeah, he was in a hospice care facility, and then they transferred him back to his home where he lives, and his mom was taking care of him, and that's when all hell broke loose, basically.
Okay, well, no, they're supposed to take care of him. Like they cannot deprive him from water or food. You know, those are basic needs: water, air, all that. That's abuse not to
That's
give
right.
him.
So that's a totally different subject. And Danny, stop trying to make this about you. I love you, mean it. Where's
What the
Tiffany?
hell?
No, fuck.
Okay.
Oh wait a minute,
So
I'm not trying to. I mean, you asked me to be on here. I'm not trying to make it about me.
Bye.
I'm trying to have a conversation.
I love you, Tiffany. No, we're very specifically talking about my mom's hospice.
Yeah, we can talk about
But
your mom. That's fine, but you know, it was opened up to I guess to a question, and I was answering that. So
I was being playful, and I think it's terrible what happened. And I think both Pina and I, and tell me if I'm wrong, Pina, that is abuse what happened to his friend, correct?
Yes, come on, man.
So she can go fuck off.
You can't. That's considered abuse.
give it another minute.
You know, right now I work for disabled children too, and I told them if you don't give the children water, that's abuse. You have to give them, even though if they pee on their diaper, let them pee, but you cannot deny the water because you know they need that. Yeah.
Okay, so what is the only reason that a person would be denied water?
If it's an order from the doctor. Yeah. Like all that terminal ill, hospice, you can deny. We just give them, you know, like the instruction when they are on hospice, you take a little bit of water and you just wet their mouth so it don't
Yeah,
get
we
so
did that
dried
together
out.
a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what we did. Yeah. Minimal water.
so let's just be very clear if and I hope that people don't have to experience this. Hospice sucks. To be what Pina is and what she's been doing for over 30 years, I feel like that you're just an angel, like above all the rest. It's
Thank you.
increasing comfort. I love you. Thank you for being here. It's increasing comfort, which basically equals medicine and morphine and decreasing hydration. We can live for, I think, weeks or so without food, but we cannot live long without water. And
Yeah.
the whole point is that, unfortunately, as dark as it kind of is, it's you decrease hydration and increase comfort so that people can pass away peacefully because they've already been
Yeah.
declared terminal. And the only thing that can happen at this point is more, quote, as the doctor said, band-aids. So they're going to put more band-aids. They're going to have more systems of life support, whatever, right? My
Yes.
second
Mhm.
question is how did you end up being my mom's nurse?
My agency sent me to Malibu that they said I will go and take care of Mrs. Cummings, Patricia Cummings. That's how I met you guys.
And do you remember what happened because the other woman
Yeah,
incidentally
yeah.
from the
The reason,
Philippines? Yeah, can you tell the story?
yeah, actually, they told me, my agency told me that you guys really not pleased with the lady that was taking care of your mom.
She kept
So
okay,
I
so
came
again,
there.
let's establish what hospice is. It's decrease of hydration, increase of comfort, i.e. morphine. Every time I would leave the
Yeah,
house, which wasn't often, like I'd go walk my dog and she's like, "Your mom had applesauce." I'm like, "Mom doesn't need
and
applesauce." And then you
she was,
told me that that lady said to you, "I was trying to kill my mom." Because you guys don't have hospice in the Philippines.
yeah, that's what's her understanding. And I said, no, she is hospice. How come you're not supposed to be feeding her? Yep. That's what that happened. And I was shocked that she, you know, why are you feeding her? Don't you know she's hospice? And
So
she said, no.
I don't know what the like I've talked to Alma about this a little bit, and Alma's gonna come on Monday. We love Alma, right? And Kayla.
Mhm.
Those were the other nurses that would come in, but Pina, lived with me for what is it, 13 days,
Oh,
almost 2 weeks together in that house,
yeah. Oh,
and it was 11 days. And you said how long should it usually take? 3, 4 days.
yeah. To die. Sometimes it depends. Like what happened with your mom. It was drugged because they were giving him food. The first caregiver was giving her food, and when that lady came there again, they were giving her coke, girl,
Okay,
and
so
I'm like,
now, okay, hold on. You're going a little as usual. You're going, I love you. People are like, you're
so
friends with
that
her. And I'm like, she's Peanut, you're my friend. Like
yes,
you're always going too fast for me though.
okay.
So number 3, I think we got by number 2. So Pina came because the first hospice nurse that was sent by the agency, and I want to be very clear about this. I wanted and was very involved in I was the manager, right, of the hospice. Um,
Uh,
but there
act,
were
actually, the main person there that was taking care of your mom was you. So I just came there to help you, to
But there
give
was
you
things that, like, I knew, like, my mom didn't wanna have diapers, like, she didn't want me to, like, change diapers and, like,
yeah, all of that. That's
certain
what I did
things.
for your mom.
I felt
Yes,
like that for her pride or something, like, when the first
yes,
person came and they were like, "Are you gonna clean her my mom gave me this look, and you and my mom had a lot of talks
yes. Your
that I was
mom
not
did like,
privy to, and you remember a lot of stuff that I don't really remember because I was just I didn't sleep. Remember the morphine was every 4 hours? I didn't sleep
yes,
for 4
of
hours.
course.
The longest I slept was for 4 hours for 12 days. And so,
You keep waking up to give it to her, your mom. You
remember my
have your
notes
alarm.
on the refrigerator? Like the time, like 3:32, 7:32.
Yes. Yeah.
And you
Every
said to me many times, "Let me just do the morphine." I was like, "No, I'm doing it," which was, in hindsight, a horrible decision of mine because I should have let you do that. I was trying to make it so specific and exactly what it was supposed to be because I was trying to make sure my mom didn't die, which is doesn't make a lot of sense because that was the point, unfortunately, of hospice. I think you and I were talking just a bit ago about this when Kayla said, "Ashley, you can give her more." And I was like thinking to myself, how did I not? But it's trauma. You're in a traumatic situation, but it never occurred. Do you remember how specific I used to be with the morphine?
Of course, you got it all record. You have a record there, and you come every 4 hours. You make sure you're up, and you will come and give it to your mom. I saw all that. You never leave me there unless you will go to the grocery. And yeah, that's when I start knowing more your mom, how sweet she is, what she likes for you and Whitney to happen. She was telling me everything. My daughters, please tell them to love each other and take care of each other. Please call Whitney and her and Ashley and come here and talk here. And when I leave, when I die, when I am gone, I want Whitney not to leave Ashley alone. I want Whitney to take care of Ashley if Ashley need help and if Whitney needs help, Pina. I want them to really help each other and love each other. That's what your mom was telling me. And remember when I called both of you and say, hey, come here. Your mom said, come here. And Whitney came and she promised, and you too promised. She say, yes, mom, I will do that. And
And
then your
this is
mom looked at me.
like, for lack of a better word, lack of a better phrase, over my mother's literal deathbed.
Yeah. And she was very happy when you guys say, yes, we will do that. And she looked at me, she looked at me in the eye and she gave me a smile. Yes. And then she called Whitney and tell Whitney, Whitney, come here. And she told Winnie, she is the shit.
Yeah, I was
Um,
just gonna say that that was one of the funniest things.
yeah,
That my
she's
mom never lost her sense of humor, and
yes.
she's the shit.
Yeah, that's when I told that to my client. He laughed so hard. He goes, the way she said it, the way she said it, that's what he said. Damn, that's so funny. Is she funny? And I'm like, yeah, she is funny. Yeah, she is. And she love you dearly. Both of you ladies. And that's what she wants to happen. You guys love each other and not leave each other and like help each other. That's what she was keep telling me before she
I think
died.
that ship has sailed, but what were the things that my mom I remember this because you reminded me of things that I didn't remember even. I remember my mom's like almost sitting up, and Whitney was. I want to get to this dark subject, which is the funeral that never happened. But
Oh
my
God.
mom sat up in the bed and said, Ashley's rent. Promise you'll take care of Ashley's rent. And my sister promised her. But you said you
Well,
saw there were other things that you saw and that she said and that Whitney agreed to that I didn't know about. What were those things?
well, I was there and she told me, your mom asked me to call Whitney. And you guys were there, a lot of people talking. And then I called Whitney and I called you because I think Sonia was there. Your friend Sonia was with us, yeah. And you guys were
My
talking
mom's
and
friend
then
Sonia, yeah.
yeah, then your mom
This leads
start
to the
telling
Coca-Cola incident, but yes.
yeah, your mom start telling me her wishes, the things she wants to happen before she go. And she was whispering everything to me. And she told me to call Whitney and I called Whitney and I told Whitney this is what your mom said. But your mom was whispering and you guys were reading her lips and she promised to you guys. She was hardly saying already and I even repeat and I heard Whitney saying, "Yes, mom, I will take care of my sister and we're going to love each other and we're going to have each other back." And you know, and you too, you promised and you guys left. But every day your mom will tell me this. She will tell me, tell them to love each other and help each other when I go. For real. Every day she tells me that with Ashley. And she told me, Ashley, please, no, Pina, me. She go, please tell Whitney not to leave Ashley and not to abandon you. That's what she was telling me. She kind of worry, but I mean about you more. She want to make sure that Whitney is not going to leave you
Fuck me
in
over
times.
again.
Well, honey, I don't know what's happening, but your mom told me that you please tell Whitney that she's not gonna leave Ashley. If Ashley needs help, tell Whitney. And I told both of you what she said to me because we are together there, me and your mom every day, man. I was with her for 13 days, holding her hands, combing her hair, and she was telling me, about you and Whitney. Yeah.
Are you okay, Ashley?
So
Oh, I thought you were muted. Yes, I am. And I didn't mean to be rude to you, Danny, but we do have to get through a couple questions.
That's okay. I'm here for it.
Thank you. So how many times did my sister, you and I were there together, what, 13, 14 days? I think my mom passed on the 11th day, right? December 13, 2022. But how many times did my sister come?
the
When I
thing
spoke to you earlier, I thought it
I,
was 5, and you said no, it
I
was just 3.
three that I remember are Ashley. And when she comes, you guys always argue and it scares me. She will come and talk, and you will talk back to her and stuff.
Do you
you
remember
know.
the name Bert Kreischer?
Who?
The name. Do you remember the name Bert Kreischer? Do you remember
Bert.
Whitney was working on a project? She was working on the Bert Kreischer roast. That's where
Oh
she was
God.
coming in all the time, in and
Yeah, Bert
out.
Bert Kreischer. He was a complete dirtbag.
Yes, but while my mother was in hospice, my sister was working on the OnlyFans Bert Kreischer roast. Do you remember that, Pina?
Yeah.
Hannah was also working on that.
Okay. And I remember Hannah too. And yeah, it was. And then she was talking about a funeral. I waited for your mom's funeral and
Okay,
for her memorial.
Let's get into this. So my sister came 3 times for what, cumulative 6 hours total, maybe an hour and a half or something each time. And one time she was telling my mother to okay, I'm going to tell this to people because people don't know this. So I'm going to say this. So my sister was working on the Bert Kreischer um OnlyFans roast. And that was more important than my mom's hospice or being there with Pina and I and Hondo, who were there with my mom who was dying. Um, so she comes in and she's all upset. I mean, do you remember she would come in very chaotic? Or is that just my memory?
Yeah, she is. And then you guys start to argue, and then your mom will ask me, "What are you guys arguing about?" And I said, "I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm listening. Let's listen."
So the
And
day
then she,
you're so cute. Let's listen.
yeah, and
Well,
then your mom,
mostly I would argue because I'd be downstairs and my sister would be talking shit about me upstairs one of the 3 times she showed up. But one
and
of the
she,
3 sorry?
and she, all the 3 times she came, she never stayed all night to just be with your mom. She comes and then she will leave even angry because you you guys, I don't know what you guys are arguing about. And she will bang the door too. You know, she banged the door. She left one time. She was so angry. And your mom asked me what's happening. And I told your mom, I don't know. They were talking about something, but I didn't get it, you know. And she was like, gosh, tell them to love each other. Why is Whitney like that? Yeah. She will ask me, girl, because I'm just with your mom besides her.
Do you remember the day that she came, one of the 3 times that she came, and she was forcing my mom to plan her own funeral?
Yes, yes,
It was
yes.
the same day as the Coca-Cola. So just if you guys are just tuning in, we're circling back to hospice equals unfortunately death by
Oh, is
dehydration.
this not to interrupt? Is this a live stream?
Yes, we're live. You can
Okay.
click out anytime you want. I
Oh,
got to get through
I
this,
don't give a
Danny.
shit. I was
okay.
just wondering if like we're live, how many people are watching, or this and that. I don't know. Like it's if it's an open dialogue, I just wanted to check. That's
Okay,
all.
I love you, Danny, but we're gonna just have to get through this. So I'm
Well,
gonna
that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you get through it.
okay,
Because we're good
perfect.
friends. We're friends until the day we die, and then after that. So that's why I'm here.
Oh, me
Trust me,
too.
I
Me
could
too.
be in bed right now resting after a long work week, but I'm here to help you and talk about these things and help
Thank
you through
you.
it. So
And
that's why I'm here.
So, but you don't know this
Danny,
part, Danny. She showed up. Whitney shows
the,
up and is yelling at my mom. And when Whitney would show up, Pina, do you remember? Like, I would kind of like go downstairs to give them time
yeah,
together.
all the
Yeah,
time,
Whitney.
all the
Oh,
time.
wait.
Because
Oh,
I
Whitney,
like
your weird sister, that weird loser sister. Yeah. Ooh.
so I hear Pina. I think Pina came downstairs and she's like, Ashley, I don't know what to do. She's giving your mom Coca-Cola. We've established that
Oh,
drinks
wow.
are not allowed. We're giving her like cotton balls of water to keep her mouth like not
Yeah.
Cotton balls.
Yeah,
cotton
like
swabs,
we just give a
Q-tips.
swab just to make sure her lips
And then
doesn't
we give her
dry.
the morphine.
Oh
It's
no.
increase. That's what hospice is. It's increase of morphine, decrease of
To be honest, she
hydration.
Yeah,
said
so that's weird because that's what happened because my grandparents were from Iran, and that's what they would do. They would basically they'd all do like cyanide. They would dip it in cotton balls and they'd like hold it on their mouth until they could breathe just enough, but it'd send them into like a whirlwind, until their
No,
bodies
no,
would
no, no, no,
shake.
no, no, Danny. No,
Oh, oh, okay.
we
Well,
gave her moisture with Q-tips
mhm.
around her
oh, so they're
mouth.
trying to help. So it wasn't like an Iranian cyanide kind of thing.
Are you trying to be silly? Because this is not a
Uh,
silly thing.
what are you talking about? That's what my parents went through. I'm trying to open up and tell you what I experienced and what I know,
In Iran, yeah.
What
Yeah, in Iran,
happened in
yeah.
Iran?
I just explained it. So my grandparents, they would basically be suffocated and they would like use cotton balls with cyanide and certain chemicals and they rub it on their mouth and they'll like basically just like keep them from breathing. Like and they would have to they would kill them if they couldn't breathe more than like 3 or 4 breaths. They would do 2 or 3 breaths and they would be dead. So I was just trying to tell you.
It was
Like
nothing like that, but that sounds, I mean, have you ever heard of anything like that, Pina, for hospice?
No, no, no,
well,
not here
yes,
in
it's Iran,
America.
it's not in America.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I don't
So
know why I'm on here. I'm just
what
trying
side of your
I'm trying to
family
share with
is
you.
from Iran?
Yeah, my mom's whole side is from Iran. I'm half Iranian, so I don't know why this is like just such a weird thing. Yeah, it's all very common stuff.
None of this is common. Do you know that
Okay, well, I guess I don't belong here, so I guess
In the Philippines, they don't even have hospice.
well, no one talked about Philippines. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about with Philippines. I'm talking about
Pina
Philippines.
Iran. I
is
don't know what you're
from the
talking about. What are you
Philippines.
talking about?
Pina is from the Philippines.
Okay, she is, but also the people in Iran are suffering right now, and people should be talking about that more. And that includes my
I
family, so
don't
that's all.
disagree.
Yeah, well, you do. Well, anyways, enjoy your therapy session. So, well, I guess see you later.
Okay, back to what we were talking about. Her demanding that my mother my mother uh, create her own funeral. Do you remember that day? It was the same day as the Coca-Cola day, which was probably the second time she visited. She wanted my mom to plan her funeral. Do you remember that?
Yes, of course.
And I kept saying, like, because she was kind of yelling at my mom in a way, and I kept saying, "Mom," like, no,
Cannot
I went upstairs one time, Whitney, like, she's on morphine. She's not doing well.
together. Yeah,
And also, I don't know anyone who wants to plan their own funeral. It's dark.
true.
And Whitney's like, "Do you remember?" She goes, "Well,
Yeah,
mom, it was like director of public relations. She would want to do this. We're going to do a big one in DC. We're going to do a big one in LA. Like, mom needs to pick out like what she's going to wear, blah, 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 blah." Meanwhile, mom's on morphine. Mom's like checked out. And if anything even registered, I would imagine, this is in my opinion, would be like, why? I mean, I'm dying. Why are you making me plan my own funeral? Like, I've been planning events my whole life, you know? And the thing is that you said, and I love that you're wearing black. I wanted to wear black. Long story short, today was a day. We're kind of
love
having
for
my
you,
mom's funeral
Ashley.
that never happened because my sister didn't even have a funeral for her anywhere.
I was shocked, She said that to me when we went to the Comedy Central. She said, "We will hold it in this hotel, Pina." And I waited, because I get attached with you guys and your mom. And until now, I'm still waiting. And I said, "What happened with Mrs. Cummings? There's no funeral. There's no memorial for her."
I
Oh,
forgot that
that's
you came to Comedy Store.
yeah, and she was still talking about that. And that's why until now I'm kind of like, I said, "What happened?" Because girl of all people, I took care. And I believe your mom, they always invite me for their funeral, for their memorial. I'm always there. And I said, "What happened with Mrs. Patty Cummings?" I'm waiting still for the memorial, for the celebration of her death. And it just like she's forgotten. And I said, "What happened?" Yeah.
Well, it's more like if you're gonna have somebody on their deathbed and be yelling at them about planning their funeral. At least, and in DC, LA, in Texas, I think she had 3 of them planned at this point. At least have one. At least have something. Like,
At
all
least
you
here
wanted
in
to do was
LA.
just watch mom, like, when she couldn't even speak, like, with morphine, like, just like, "Should we have it like this?" I remember she had magazines and stuff out, like, "We can do it like this, we can do it like this," and I'm just watching mom, like,
And you were also making comments. She's like, you're telling me, Pina, she think everything is in Hollywood. Everything is in, like she's always in the camera. You said that to me and I start laughing.
I mean, but for real, am I wrong? I mean, it's like we're alone in this place where mom is supposed to be peacefully passing away, and you're bringing in like events that will never happen, people that don't matter, and just chaos. 3 times that
True,
you show up in 11 days.
true though, true. And then like it got interrupted because it's like so many now try to come in and take care of your mom and then they start giving coke. I was like, uh-uh.
Let's just be
I
clear
said,
about that because people might think it's not Coca-Cola. My sister does do a lot of drugs. Um,
what?
so we did establish that morphine is increase of excuse me. Hospice is increase of morphine, decrease of dehydration. That's the fastest way to, once you're declared terminal, that is the fastest way to go to heaven, right?
Yeah, because
Dehydration.
some of them is like 3 days. That's their goal. At least within 3 days, she will go.
And
And
remember, Alma said to us, because Alma is another nurse I'll be interviewing on Monday. Alma
she's the
said to us,
RM.
Alma's the best. Wait, what'd you say?
I said she is the licensed nurse that coming and watching your mother overall,
So,
you know.
so just so everyone knows, Pina and I lived together we were
Yes.
co-managers, I guess. We were co-managers of my mom's
And then
hospice.
and then too, what is so beautiful that you guys did, even your mom died already, you guys extended the to stay in that beautiful beach house. Yeah. And we stayed there, Ashley. We did, you and me,
It
for
was
1 week.
Sandra Bullock's house, but that's a whole different story for another day.
Yeah. You were
So
grieving. We
Whitney comes in, and I'm told literally to go kayaking, which I didn't mind doing. I was just like, but I felt like even when Whitney was there and I wanted to give them time, I was like, I still feel like I have, like you said, I have to listen, right? And I go
yes.
kayaking, and you said to me, Ashley, I don't know what to do. She's given your mom 3 Coca-Colas, and I don't want to get in the way. The app, so back to Alma, excuse me. Alma said, Ashley, it's like a house. The lights start shutting down. This light shuts down. This light shuts down. This light. This is how hospice should go. And then, I mean, I don't want to get into it, but to talk about, your mastery, like the diapers thing, you can tell how close someone's getting by remember, we had to look for the toes, the color of the toes. We had to look for certain things with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And especially the diapers, like they should not be wet or whatever, because
What?
we're not doing hydration. We're doing basically hospice is death by dehydration if
Just
you're doing it
palliative. Yeah.
appropriately.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
so I was out kayaking, and you and I met up, like either I came back or you came and got me, I forget. And you said, Ashley, she's given her 3 Coca-Colas. And you have to understand, my mom hasn't had hydration, water, or anything for what, 4 days at this point? And we were getting
Yeah.
close to her going straight to heaven. And you said, I don't know what to do, Ashley. She's given her 3 Coca-Cola. Sonia was there at that time too. And Sonia is my mom's friend. She didn't understand. Whitney transferred medical power of attorney to me at this point, but it's like Sonia, Sonia, right? Bless her. But when you told me about the Coca-Colas, I was just like,
You are there. You even see them giving it,
Well,
and she was
also
drinking.
Whitney remembers the nurse we replaced and got you in, because the other nurse,
Yeah.
every time I would go jogging or leave the place, she would be giving my mom applesauce or water. Your mom did so great. She drank 3 bottles of water. I'm like, as I
Mm.
understand the situation, she's not supposed to have anything. So,
Not all. Not to feed her. Nothing. No.
and it's a it's
We
a it's a rough
this
road already. Already this is heartbreaking.
listen, like Ashley, by doing that, our goal, we didn't meet our goal. It was drug for
Thank you.
her to
So can
go.
you say that in a different way? Because my sister gave her the Coca-Colas on the same day she's trying to plan her funeral, which never happened. This is black, and Pina's wearing black. This is mom's funeral that never happened.
Yeah.
But
And
that extended the hospice, right? Her giving
thank
the
you. That's what I
Coca-Colas.
mean.
Because
It was drug.
the next day, what happened in the other situation?
Well, she got stronger now, and then she was talking, and all her eyes was all bright. And I said, because they're feeding her. That you're not supposed to feed her. You're not supposed to give her Coke. That's sugar. That is a quick energy drink, Coke.
And it also turns on the lights in the house, like Alma said. So there was so Pina and I lived there and we managed the hospice together. Alma and Kayla were nurses that came every other day. They checked her pulse, they checked her medicine, they would bring new medicine. And Alma said, "What happened yesterday? Remember the day after the Coca-Cola day? We can call it the Coke
Yeah.
day." And she goes, "Your mom, she peed in her diapers. Like all the lights in the house are turning back on. And the whole purpose of hospice is to send someone to heaven. It's hardcore enough. It's death by dehydration and increase of morphine and comfort
Yeah.
once someone is considered terminal, once they are considered not able to live by themselves. My mom was never going to be able to eat again. She would not only that, she was never going to be able to go back to the nursing home that my sister forced her to live in for 13 years. She was going to have a feeding tube. So she was going to have to go to a whole different situation if that was the choice. But the choice was given to me. And I said, move her to comfort. So can you tell me what happened after the Coca-Cola day, please?
Girl, then the RN said, God, now the goal, it's
The
like mess
RN
up.
equals Alma and Kayla, right? Resident nurse.
Yeah, so they were like the goal, they interrupt the goal, not to feed her. Now she gonna stay instead of finishing or carrying the goal, it got messed up because that's not the goal, not to give her Coke. Come on, girl. And now we have to continue again, and instead of her going already, I think it lasted for how many more days, Ashley? I can't remember.
So it was supposed to be 6 days. And I won't forget my sister being like, do I extend? Do I extend? Do I extend the Airbnb? Remember?
Yeah,
And I was like,
because she didn't
well,
die. Listen, she didn't die. That was the point too. And then you guys extended it. Now I remember.
so as
Thank you.
dark as this sounds, and if you guys don't I hope no one has to understand what this is. Hospice in the United States of America is death by dehydration. Once someone is declared terminal, death by dehydration. You increase comfort, which equals morphine, and you decrease hydration. So just to catch everyone
Amen.
up, my sister pops in for the second time out of 11 days, and she's working on the Burt Kreischer roast, which was a huge success, as we all know. Um, she comes in with Coca-Colas to give my mother. And meanwhile, we are giving my mom cotton swabs of water just so her mouth isn't dry. Like that's what we're doing. We're doing cotton swabs and morphine.
I have a
Um,
question.
yes, ma'am.
How how did she have the Coke? I think your mom wished for the Coke, and that's
Whitney
how that
brought it.
came.
Whitney brought a 12
That's
pack
I
of
know that's
Coke.
what happened. I know there was a Coke, but then I can remember. I think did she wish for Coke and it was given right away. And I said, you're not supposed to give her Coke, but come on, I'm working and I can't stop her. But I told them,
So I remember you came. I think that, and God bless you, but I think that you were nervous to 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 say anything to Whitney. Whitney makes people nervous. She has money and
well,
she talks really loud.
of course, I didn't say nothing like against, but I just tell them that hey, you guys are not supposed to give her Coke.
And my sister probably ignored you, correct? Or what happened?
Well, girl, she finished the whole I think the whole can, and then she want more. So I,
Of course. I
be-
mean, like that's what keeps the body alive is water, right? Or hydration.
yeah. So I mean, we just let it be. We didn't make a big deal of it, but we all know it's not right to do that. That's all. And
And the next day, Alma came, and when Alma would always come, and we will be with Alma on Monday. Um,
mhm.
she would check the fingers, she would check her blood, she would check her pulse, she would check everything. And back to the analogy that Alma, who is another resident nurse, is it resident nurse? What's her title? Resident nurse?
The registered nurse, yeah.
Registered nurse. So she would
She come.
back to the analogy of the whole idea of hospice is that all the lights in the house shut down. And the house
Yeah,
is the
because
body. So
it got to be
the liver
minimal
shuts down, the heart
commotion.
shuts down, the breathing shuts down. We increase the morphine, increase the comfort, decrease everything else, and we try to make it a transition, right? That is very smooth. So Alma
Okay.
came the next day after the Coca-Cola day when Whitney gave mom like 3 or 4 Coca-Colas. And Alma said, well, remember she was telling us the day before, look for this on the toes, look for this here, look for this here. This is when you know. And she goes, well, a bunch of the lights in the house are back on because mom's diapers were wet again, all these things. So that was taking steps back from the goal. That's what you called it, and that's a perfect way to
Yeah.
say it,
I
from the goal.
It's conflict with the goal. Why are you giving her that was never instructed, to give her something to eat, food, drink, water, fluids, whatever.
And
No.
it's like,
Yeah.
meanwhile, you and I are sitting there 24 hours a day, and my mom is asking for these things, but we have to be the hard people because that's what we have to do, right? We have to be
Yes.
we're being hard because we have to, because this is what is happening right now. This is called hospice, and that's how you do it. You you decrease hydration and increase comfort, which is morphine. Like, get her
Yeah.
higher, and like higher literally, and
Uh,
and
uh,
and let her go in the most peaceful way possible. So
and actually,
yes, ma'am.
I don't mean to interrupt you. And
No,
to the
no, please.
point, the comfort that she get from the morphine, I notice it when she open her eyes now. She will just want that. Like she think when she open her eyes, you have to give her the medicine. Yeah.
I remember you were like, there was sometimes, remember, I was so like with my notes. Well, it was 3:32. It's only 7:04. Not yet, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
This is what I'm embarrassed about this.
she was ahead of us when she opened her eyes. Now she think it's time for her medicine, and then when you give it, oh God, oh she turned uh, gray, and I can see all the veins. But I see the comfort she get. Your mom loves it, girl. She do. That's why she's even ahead of it, trying to get it.
She's happy in heaven now.
I
Um,
know.
can you tell me the things that I don't know that my mom said to you about Whitney
Well,
specifically?
she tells me that please tell Whitney not to like she said, please tell Whitney to take care of Ashley. And I kind of like, why would she keep saying that Whitney has to take care of Ashley? And she keeps saying, please tell them to love each other, not to fight, and please tell Whitney not to like to let you go, like if you need help, if she's in trouble or anything like that, whatever she needs, please tell Whitney not to abandon her sister when I'm gone. Those are your mom's worry. I promise you that she told me all that every day. She look at me in the eyes, and when I'm combing her hair, she never stopped telling me those. I don't lie on that. She did. And I said, why
So
does she
one of the
always?
reasons you're here is because you do not lie. Okay, I have other
Mm.
questions. Sorry. Thank you for being here. And thank you
Well,
for
that's the
taking
love
care of
of a
my
mother.
mom.
Of course, man. Your mom, man. I told her before
She's
she
so
go, I
funny,
told
right?
me and her are funny. She said, Pina, I'm going soon. And I told her, listen, Mrs. Cummings, when you go, I have friends that went there because I have a lot of hospice people, clients that I took care and they all died. So I told your mom, I said, hey, Mrs. Cummings, when you go to heaven, can you please say hi to David and Julie? She laughed, she smiled, she goes, she gave me a surprised look, and then she goes, and I said they were hospice too. And I told her before I came here, they went around November. They died November. So I came there to take care of your mom. As soon as this
Yeah,
David
because my
died,
mom was December 13, 2022.
yeah,
So
November.
it was like you came, I feel like December 7 or something. 10?
Yeah, so that means to
No,
say
no, no,
all
no.
the friends,
December like 6, 5.
yeah, all the friends I have that died, they were hospice. They were 96 years old. I told your mom their name and she told me, I'll find Julie. That's funny. I said, yeah, you're going to have some friends over there and they know me. When you get
That's
there, Mrs.
funny.
Cummings.
My
Yeah. And
mom
she was like,
like what's up with
she
my
was,
mom looking younger and more beautiful like
girl,
literally
she's
every
so
day?
beautiful. Girl, that the hair is so pretty, blonde,
Hold on,
and
I have a picture. Can you tell them, hold on. I'm just gonna grab a
she
picture
is
of my mom.
beautiful lady.
Can
She
you
is
tell them
peaceful.
was I a good daughter slash hospice manager?
Ashley, I love you. You're a good person. Spiritually, I love you. When I first met you, I said, God, they are so humble. Even Whitney is humble too. And you are very humble. You always make sure I eat. You always say, Pina, I got you some water. Pina. Yeah. You and,
You think Whitney's humble? That's just funny, but go ahead.
well, because when I first met Whitney, she said, "Do you know me?" And I said, "I don't know you." And she goes, "Good, good, 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 good. You don't have to know me."
Well, do
And
you remember
I
you guys
think,
connected over a Filipino comic,
yeah.
Joe
And she goes,
Coy?
"Hey, yeah, Joko. Yeah." She goes, "He's my friend. Do you know Joko?" And I said, "My God, he is so popular. Of all of the Filipino, all Filipinos knows Jokoy. Yeah." And then she even have a picture. Oh yes, Mrs. Cummings is a beautiful
I don't know why
lady.
it's
Lady,
blurry, but
she is so. She is very classy. Your mom. She is. I
she's really
love her
proud
so
of you
much.
right now and me for
Of
talking about things
course,
that we should not have to talk about, quite frankly. Um, so yes,
she will kiss.
I was a good hospice manager.
You were. You were good to your staff. You make sure I'm okay all the time. You always say, Pina, you know, the food. You always say, here, Pina, the food is here. And Yeah, I enjoyed you, Ashley.
What
And
about
then
those I love you always. What about those
yeah,
washer dryers? Do you remember we were trying to figure out the washer dryers forever?
I
We're
know
like,
that was
these
all
are supposed to be
fun.
fancy washer dryers. How come they don't dry anything?
Well, it was a beautiful, I love the house though. I didn't know that was Sandra Bullock. I should have told my friend, hey, this is Sandra Bullock's house,
Correct.
and
I
I'm
don't think
taking.
it exists anymore after the fire. I don't
I
know.
think
We'll see.
so, girl. I haven't been there. I want to go back there and
I'll go with
see.
you.
Yeah, we'll
We should go
go because
together. We should do yoga and go together.
yes, yes, I miss your mom
I miss my
mostly.
mom too. Okay, the
Every day
next
she, yeah, go
everyday
ahead.
what? No, no, no. Go ahead.
Now she will try to give me a kiss every day. Like she will, and I will kiss her. I will kiss her on her forehead, and she will smile. You know, and she know when you go, she will go. You like she wanna talk about you. She will, Ashley, yeah, she's downstairs. I tell her that. Yeah, and when call comes to, she will say she's aware. She's listening to your footstep all the time.
I think one of the craziest things was when my mom saw my sister and I together over her
Oh,
bed, and she
oh
was like,
yeah. She,
am I still here?" I felt like she was like, "Why but why are my daughters in the same room right now?"
yes, yes, yes.
Whitney talking badly the next question. Whitney talking badly about me when I was downstairs trying to give them time together.
Yeah, what's the name of that guy? You have the boyfriend or something?
Oh, we
What's the
can't
name of
say
the
that.
guy?
We can't say that.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, they think you are the problem. That's it. And they try to tell me like you are difficult, you are this, and I said, I really don't know what's happening. And I'm like, why would you guys tell me that? When the mom is, and he was like, oh, I have a sister like her, the guy. And I'm like, who? Like who? What like her? And I heard he was telling me stuff like that about you, like you're difficult, something.
The guy that wears the Barbie backpack. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Um, the day my mother passed away, Whitney's behavior.
Where she was, you guys had a fight, I believe.
Well,
You guys,
the first thing that happened, and please correct me every place that I'm wrong, is Hondo. You told me Hondo woke you up. Hondo?
oh, oh,
You
oh,
told
yeah,
me
Honda.
Hondo woke you up. And you came and woke me up and you said Hondo woke me up. Your mother's passing.
Yeah, that's what
Do
I said. Yes, yes, you're right. You're
you
right.
remember that day?
I don't know the date, but I know when
It
your
was
mom was
December
going.
13, but I totally
Yeah,
get that you don't know the date.
yeah.
But
Oh,
I
what? That
remember
is my
Hondo was
mommy's
going.
birthday.
Remember, Hondo couldn't even do stairs before this place. So he's going up
Yeah,
and down the stairs, but you came down, and I was only sleeping 4 hours at a time. But you came down and you said, Hondo told me, like, your mom she's, and my mom
passing.
was,
Yeah, because Hondo was there all the time,
yeah.
and when Hondo kind of woke me up, we were all there, me, Hondo, and your mom, and I woke up, and
That was the
Hondo was
team. It was Hondo and you and me.
yeah, yeah. And then I got no, but like we there in the living room at the time, you're always the one we come and get you for anything. And Honda woke me up, and when I look at your mom, she was like going already like gray and purple. So I came and get you. You all right?
I'm okay.
I
It's
love.
just like I kind of knew it that day, and like when you said it to me, sorry, I promised myself I wouldn't cry through this. When you said it to me, like you came downstairs and you never really came downstairs much, like we would usually meet upstairs and have coffee and food and whatever. And you were like, Ashley, Ashley. And I was like,
Yeah, and it was Hondo that detect that. Like dogs can detect
Well, he would sit
Really.
by my mom. You remember? He would sit in that chair
Yes.
just staring at my
Yes.
mom.
Yes. And he was the one saw your mom like just so quiet already, quiet, quiet. Because even if I'm sitting there, she look at me and she will whisper, she will say words. And I just look at her and I'm reading what she's saying. She is so peaceful, she is so calm. But everything she wishes is Winnie is not going to abandon you. She told me that. She said, I don't want Whitney to abandon Ashley. She was so worried. And I said, no, they promised to take care of each other. That's what I told her. And she really looked at me and I hold her hands and I squeeze it. And she tried to squeeze me back.
The only regret I have is like, you remember, like, a lot of times I would just like go downstairs and sometimes you and I would like eat or something or be with my mom and you would say like, Ash, like, go spend more time with your mom. And I was just like,
Yeah.
it was
And I
hard.
was
Like
I
that's why
was
you were
also
such an amazing part of that. Sorry, what?
yeah. And I was really surprised, like your sister didn't even stay with your mom, even one all day and forget everything
She
she's
didn't sleep
doing.
there one night.
That's what I say. She comes 2 hours like that, and then she will,
Three
you
times.
guys,
She came for 2 hours, 3 times.
2 hours or 3 hours, then they will go back home to Woodland Hills.
With the
Yeah,
Barbie
and
backpack and the sequined vest. Don't get me started. But there were
yeah,
times where I was just like, you know, but there was this one time that was very important. And like you're talking, like I know what you're talking about when you're talking about how my mom was at the end. Like she would like say something or like give you a look. And like this
mm-hmm,
one time I gave her morphine. It was like maybe 2 days before she went to heaven. And she just gave me this look, like I said, like, do you want the sun? You remember she always wanted the sun? Like she always
mm-hmm,
wanted
mm-hmm.
the those doors open. And I said,
Sliding, yeah.
what?
She wants you to open the sliding door so the sun comes to her
Exactly, exactly.
skin,
And we would push the bed sometimes so it was closer to the and then like the sun would
to the
move and we would
sun,
like
yeah.
push it.
She
And
like
I
the
just
sunbathing. She tells
yeah,
me, I
she's
have,
a sun goddess. She was a sun goddess
girl,
for sure.
she tells me, I have my son, my son. She tells me,
Like, yeah, she
you,
wanted like sun on her face. Is that what she was
yeah.
saying? What do you mean?
Oh, she keeps telling me that I have my skin.
Oh, my tan,
She,
tan. I thought you were saying
yeah.
tongue. I was like, what?
Okay, tan, yeah. Like she noticed it and she goes, let's open the thing, let's have the sun come in. And we
I remember
open and
sometimes
we,
that sun would be hot. So we would be like, and she's like, no, 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 open, open.
mhm.
And we saw the dolphins and the sea lions.
It's beautiful, yeah. And people who are, just passing by there and all that. That was a beautiful house. I
There
love
was
it.
this Sandra Bullock, big ups,
Yeah,
right?
that was a very good experience with you guys. I am so, you know, honored to
It was
even,
beautiful, but it was really I mean for you it was beautiful, I'm sure, right? I mean,
I
I
know.
guess,
Mm.
but I mean there's like to do the work that you do, I can't imagine.
Yeah, I always see end of
Like
life,
God's
my dear.
work.
Yeah, and a lot of them, like, before I came there too, like, it's the same thing. They are very sad, and I was there to give them moral support. Yes, yes, my dear.
She's
I
literally taking care of someone else who's dying right now. So
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
oh no,
He's
I
calling.
thought you were talking to them.
No, I'm
Um,
talking to him. Yeah, I'm taking care of another one right now. Yeah.
God bless you.
Thank
There
you.
this
And
one time that my mom looked at me, and you remember, like there was like a couple days, like I would just do the morphine because I didn't know, it was like it was tough. Um, but she looked at me at one point and she gave me this look, like, you remember?
Yes, yes. Man, your mom is that's the queen to me. I love her so much,
To
girl.
me, I felt like she was saying, "Of course, you're the one that's here at the end."
Yeah, for real. She knows that. She did. She told me that too.
What
She
do you
say,
mean?
no,
What'd she
she
say?
told me Ashley is here every day. She told me that.
I lived there.
One
We
of
lived there together for 2 weeks
yeah,
almost.
and she always asks for Whitney if she's coming or not too. Where's Whitney? And I said, no, she's not here yet. And she's like, oh, is she not here? She didn't. Oh, she she expect her to stay at least like you.
An hour.
No, she expect Whitney to stay like you, like she's there every time she asks for her. I say she's not here, so she give me a look.
Do you remember the day that I went home to Venice? My apartment was
Mm-hmm.
in Venice and I went to get clothes and Whitney
Mm-hmm.
showed up drunk at like 11 a.m. and Alma was there and she had bottles of wine that were from Gwyneth Paltrow. Who gives a shit? Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I was on my way back from Venice. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
Alma came, and you know that I lived there. I was just going to get clean clothes. And Alma as and I are on point. We text. You and I live together at this point. We're in
Yeah.
communication. Whitney kept texting, "Where are you? Where are you? Alma's here. I need you here." And I'm like, I'm on the PCH, like 10 minutes away. Calm down. Alma and Pina got this, but I'll be there shortly. Do you remember it was the day we were both wearing the same black outfit? Like I showed up in the same outfit as her. You
Hey,
might not remember
hey,
that.
Ashley, we have a picture of of that outfit. I don't know where I find will to find those pictures.
I'll
You
send them
did.
to you. It was weird
Yeah.
because I literally showed up and she was wearing the same outfit that I was wearing, and we did not plan this. But she kept
Yeah.
freaking out. Like I'm driving and I'm like, yo, dude, Alma comes what does she come every 2 days? Like Alma comes every 2 days. Pina lives there with us. Like
Mm-hmm.
they got it. And I'm 15 minutes out maximum. And she's like, no pressure, no pressure. But where are you? Where are you? Where are you? And I'm like, there's nothing that Alma's gonna do or say that's gonna like break the anything here. And then do you remember when I got there and she was like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad you're here." Like she couldn't deal with it by herself.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. Girl, she's panicky, not like you, but girl, it's he's calling me, my patient.
Yeah, yeah,
Are
yeah,
we
yeah.
done?
Go, 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 go.
Are we done or what?
Let's do a part 2 if we can, but yes, we're done and
Yes,
your patient is
yes.
much more important. I
Thank you, my
love
love.
you.
I'm
I
I'm
love
here
you.
for you, okay? But I just don't want him to wait any more longer.
No, 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 I
He's
don't
very
either.
yeah. We'll
I
do
love you.
part two. I
Okay.
love you,
I
Ashley.
love you. I love you. I
God
love you.
bless you. Call me, okay? I love you. Don't
I love you
go
more.
away from me. Okay, bye
Never.
bye. Okay.
Okay. So that was numero no Josh Denny fan here? That was numero uno of thank you so much for that. Um Getting to the point. I was supposed to wear a black dress, but I also in my brain, and these things do happen, was supposed to go on a live stream at 5. So I was like a little bit twisted. But it sort of looks black. And the whole point is my mom never had a funeral. My dad had a secret funeral that I wasn't invited to. The irony is insane because I was also my father's caretaker. So I'm just giving you guys hopefully no one has to deal with this. Hopefully no one has to deal with things like this. But if you do, you do. And if you have witnesses, you have them. Witnesses are more important than anything I can think of in this world. Because witnesses are proof, Whitney. Whitney said to me in a text message the other day, sue me like everyone else does with proof. The key word there was proof for me. Not only do I have proof beyond, but I have witnesses and people willing to stand up for the truth, which is proof, and actually, in my opinion, more important than proof. What's up, guys? And sorry, Danny Woodward. Hold on, let me call him. I don't think he understood what was happening. He was just like, ah, da, 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 da. I'm pretty sure that. Wait, Doom. I muted who? Hopefully I didn't mute Doom. And I'm sorry if I did. I did not mean to do that. Let me call Woodwoods. Guys, that was emotional. I had to get through it. All right. And I don't even think Danny Woodward is from Iran. Just, I'm going to say that right. I'm going to say that right now. So I appreciate Pina. She was there for, just a recap, she was there for 13 days with me. A hospice is increase of comfort, decrease of water, i.e. dehydration. My sister was there 3 times. I tried to give her more credit. I was like, wasn't she there like 5 times? And she goes, no, 3. I remember every single time she was there. Interesting. No, Danny's not a troll. He's my friend. I've met him in real life, actually. Hi, Constantine. I'll give anyone, like, I don't know, whatever you want. How do you pronounce Le Gruyere? Legruere. Le Gruyere. Anyway. Someone said, how are you still in touch with your mom's hospice manager? I mean, your mom's hospice nurse. And I'll say she's my co-manager. She like changed my mom's diapers and stuff. They became my friends. So unlike I don't operate in the same way that my sister does. People become like, especially in these kinds of situations, Pina and I bonded. We took care of my mom and took her to heaven. Oh, we didn't even get to the story of the day my mom died. We have to do a part 2. Took her to heaven over a period of 11 days, 12 days. That's somebody that I will always be close to. That's someone I will always trust. I gave her like a family heirloom. And I could feel my mom wanted me to give it to her. It's a gold ring that my mom used to wear a lot, and it's like very my mom. And Pina loved her, and Pina did things that I couldn't do as a daughter, like that I wish I could, but like for example, I brought up like being downstairs a lot. Like I was on point with it every 4 hours with the morphine, but there was like, it was like hard, right? Like it was believe me, there wasn't a second that I didn't miss giving her medicine. But it was like, you know, like sometimes I just need to like sit downstairs and like write in my diary, whatever. And like, even though my mom was right there, I was just like, sometimes it was hard. And I did this with my dad too, right? So it's like, and when you're in a lose-lose situation like that, I really can't explain how, again, I wish nobody has to deal with this. I can't explain how impossible it feels sometimes. So sometimes I'd like go up and she's sleeping, and like there was like this chair that I would sit in, and I was just like, I just watch her, and like put stuff on her, like stuffed animals, like pillows, and fix her blankets and stuff. I couldn't have done it without Pina. I couldn't have done it without Alma, who will meet on Monday. And thank God for angels like this. Because here's another thing, they cannot be bought. Kind of like me. One of my exes said to me recently, Ashley, the scariest thing about you is that not even money can control you. And I was like, it took me like a week and a half to understand what that even meant. I was like, what does that even mean? Money can't control me. Like, to an extent, you can control me with money, but not really. I mean, and who is controlled by money, by the way? I don't know. All right, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for being here. This is in the dossier, right? So, I was told a while ago by someone I respect very much, Ashley, you're going to have to speak about your mother in 2 years. You're not going to like it. So here I am 2 years later speaking about my mother, and I don't like it. But in her honor and in her dying wishes, I'm speaking very loud. And Whitney Cummings, I will only get louder. You will never, ever be able to put a chain on my mouth again. I'm out. Thank you guys.